Hey everyone, my name is Dee, also known as Stella D, also known as stelladeecoder. So I decided I'm an aspiring software engineer slash data scientist student, and I wanted to just do a 30-day challenge where I work on Python solutions within HackerRank. So as you can see here, a couple of years ago, because I know you're like, I did this in Python, because generally the 30 days of code is pretty much geared towards Java. So now I'm giving it a try in Python and see how that works. So I'm pretty much just going to do a little walkthrough of how I solve the problem. And if you have any comments while I'm doing it, you can in the chat. So let's get into it. I'm going to put this in a better screen here. And then let's move this out of the way. There we go. All right, so let's see. It looks like the objective for this problem is it's pretty much data types. And let's see what the task is. It says complete the code in the editor below. The variables I, D, and S are already declared and initialized for you. So that would be up here. The variable I has an integer 4. The variable D is a float. And then S is a string, which is HackerRank. And let's see. It says you must declare 3 variables, one of the type of integer, one of a double, and one of a string. Now in Python doesn't have doubles as floats. And let's see, we're going to read 3 lines of input. Use the plus operator to perform the following operations. So we're going to print the sum of I, print the sum of D, and we're going to concatenate S with the string that we make. And let's see what else we have here. So let's give it a try while we're here. So let's see. It says that we're supposed to declare the integer, the double, and the string. Now in Python, you don't need to declare the variables, so I'm going to skip over that. Next, it says we have to read and save an integer, a double, and a string for your variables. So that means that we need to create a variable, and I'm gonna call it integer just to make this a little simpler. But in order to add an input, you would use the input function here. So basically what happens is when somebody types in a number, then it will be assigned to this variable, which is called integer. So if I typed in a 3, then 3 would become that. Let's see, double, I'm just call it double. And that would be a float input. And let's see, string, we'll just call it string. I hope that's not one of the keywords. Okay, so basically what I did here is that this is going to intake a number. So if somebody puts in a whole number, it'll go in there. If somebody puts in a number like a 4.0 something point something, it'll go in here. And if someone types in a word, it'll be a string. So this says print the sum of both integer variables in a new line. So you would call the print function. This has already been defined for you. So I want to do this variable I plus the new variable that I made called integer. So it's going to do that plus whatever somebody enters. For the double, I want it to print out D, which was the original, and add it to double. which is I can't spell, which is the variable that we need. And then this one is print s plus string, the variable that we made as well. The reason why the s is in the front is so that s equals HackerRank. So it's going to be HackerRank plus whatever the person types in. So it's concatenating it, meaning that it's adding the extra words to the sentence to make a full sentence. And let's see, before we run the code, let's make sure we have everything covered. Let's see. So we're going to print the sum of I plus the new integral variable. So that's I plus the new one. We're going to print the sum of d plus double and scale it to 1 decimal. Ooh. Let's see. So if we're going to scale this, that's not how you do it. We're going to have to use the round method. I believe, let's see, it says in order to use the round method, you have to do round plus the number. So it's going to be the two numbers that's added together. And then in digits is the digit that we're rounding to. So I'm going to put 1 in here. And I think I need an extra parentheses. Is that right? Let me see. Print round. We'll see. Okay, so let's run this code. Processing. Okay, so it looks like the input would be, they put in the number 12. So let's look at how this works. So the person or the computer or whatever, their integer was 12. So you take 12 plus 4, which gives you 16. And looks like the float that they entered was 4. So 4 plus the 4 that's already there gave us 8. And then the sentence that they chose to put in was, is the best place to learn and practice coding. So it was concatenated together. So it looks like this is the output that I got, which was 16, 8, and that. And this was the expected output. So it looks like we did it right. One thing that I find with these problem sets are that they are like word problems. So if you are used to doing math word problems in a sense, and it's just a matter of breaking down the problem in order to get the solution. So this was pretty easy for day one. They made it an easy code for today. So let's submit it to make sure that we're right. Yep. Congratulations. That's pretty cool. Let's share it so everybody can. Oh, forgot I got the 2-step on. So we'll share that later. But that's pretty neat. Stay tuned for day 2. Maybe if I get stuck or something, you guys can help me out in the chat. And I'm going to try this out every day to kind of go through the 30 days of code. Because originally, when I tried to do it with Java, I kind of stopped at day 3. So let's see how far I can get. Other than that, if you guys could follow me on Twitter at stelladeecoder. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and everywhere else. Check me out. GitHub, and all that jazz. Let's see if it'll let me show any other backgrounds here. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with a quick code, and if I need to slow down or something, let me know, and then I can do a little better with explaining what I'm doing. Until next time.